Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Salvatore Rivera gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season.
Coming to the plate now, number 2. And he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. First offering on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. McCord is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, number 2. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Brignoni, the runner at first with 2 gone. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Popped him up. Skaggs ranging into shallow right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Now at the plate, J.J. Lowry comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. McCord rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get him.
Striding in once again, Ty Spanos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit in the air out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. Coming to the plate now, number 2. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Into the box now, number 2. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. The runner scores from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation.
Meanwhile here, a stolen base attempt is not going to work out as they put a 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Drillers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Brian Lopes claims the win out of the pen, his first. Bryant Costello closes the door for the save, his second. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Zach Neal, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Number 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped high in the air. Guerrero waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. At the plate, Diego Guerrero looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Guerrero.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He could probably play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
At the plate, Peter Gillespie, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. On now to the bottom of the second. Tulsa's out in front here, 1-0. Striding in, number 2. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 2.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now the relay home, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Saul. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And a glove flip for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken McCord. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Ken McCord.
Now here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Stepping into the box, number 2. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Pick it up, pick it up.
0-2, here it comes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Julius Dill. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it, the left fielder, 1 out.
Cut hold.
So digging in now, Ken McCord. He singled his last time up.
Ken McCord.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit in the air out toward left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Now batting, Peter Gillespie. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Drillers lead it 3-2. Now to the plate, number 2. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. McCord is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Drillers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Neal earns his first win of the season. Bryant Costello wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the Double-A Texas League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Lance Novak, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, buckle up your seatbelts, everyone, because you're getting a chance to watch one of the best pitchers in this era. How about a career ERA under 1? That's right, under 1.00. Think about that. For every 9 innings pitched, this guy gives up 1 run or less. And if he continues to do that, he's going to set records and continue to win a boatload of games. It'll be interesting to see if he brings that repertoire into this one here today.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep? Digging in, number 2. He comes into this one trying to keep up the hot pace. Well over 400 here to start the year. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Peterson is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Into the box now, Andy Brignoni took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Brignoni.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though.
Now in the box, number 2. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped on the ground at first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Andy Brignoni.
The 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Catcher.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. The 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Sanchez is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on this. Stepping up now, Juan Centeno. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.J. Lowry. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
Number 2 is there, and he has it for the out. Now at the plate, number 2. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Guerrero into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Digging in to try it again, Juan Centeno. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from.
Ready for another chance? Diego Guerrero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Smoked on the ground left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Guerrero takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he's safe at the plate, and the deficit is down to only 1 now.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.J. Lowry. He flew out in his last at-bat. Left side. And the base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
At the end of the day, it's all about result. He didn't do one thing right.
Striding into the box, number 2. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First offering on its way. Left center, base hit.
Take a turn. Look, 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 look.
The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in now, Andy Brignoni.
Now batting, first baseman.
Men on third with 2 down. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Parrish. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tulsa's out in front here, 6-3. So stepping in, Peter Gillespie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Centeno on third, Guerrero on second, McCord at first, 1 gone. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Ready for another shot now, Fernando Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. On the ground to the left side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be...
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Midland Rockhounds and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Paul Fellows, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping into the box, Patrick Boyer comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in, Warner Punto. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that.
Stepping in, number 2. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Castro has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, number 2. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Streeter racing back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it's...
So striding forward now, Jake Smolinski.
The designated hitter, Jake Smolinski.
In the air now, out to left. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play. Settling in now, number 2. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. This is pulled into right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he's in safely at third, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hands back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Now the 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So striding in, number 2. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. First offering on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Streeter has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Donald Kida. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 5-3. Striding forward now is the DH, Jake Smolinski. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Singletary has got it, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Rockhounds are out in front, 5-3. Digging in once again, number 2. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Attaboy, way to swing the bat.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-Row, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
In now, Kyle Saul, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a fly ball, and this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the bottom of the 9th. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Now the 1-2 pitch. A weak chopper up the line. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, number 2. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Castro has a read on it. 1 out. Digging in, Jake Smolinski. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
Designated hitter, Jake Smolinski.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Jeremy Smalls gets the win in relief. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Midland Rockhounds and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brian Kida, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Nunez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Number 2 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on.
So coming to the plate, number 2. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's give him.
Number 85.
In the air now, out to left. Castro moves over. 1 out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. Hey guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Castro is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, Steve Singletary, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Kida coasts under it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1. Stepping in, Patrick Boyer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit in the air to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. 1 away. Into the box, number 2, a base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now batting, number 85.
Here's Kyle Saul. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Standing in, Kyle Farmer. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Farmer.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
At the plate, Steve Singletary. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Steve Singletary.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now both runners on the move. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on. Standing in, Warner Punto.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Warner Punto.
This one's down to third. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ray Sandoval. He reached on a single in his first try.
Sandoval.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Racing back the left fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Patrick Boyer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Patrick Boyer.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Relay. No runner, cut home.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game.
Ready once again, number 2. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon.
Great job hitting there, and maybe a better job of hustling around the bases. Gotta like that, and I'm told that's his 5th triple so far on the season.
Here's Kyle Saul.
Now batting, number 85.
Now the 1-1 pitch towards second. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, D-Row, that's a case right there. He hit it just like he thought it.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Donald Keeda. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. And that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning stretch time here at the. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jason Nunez. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Next will be the designated hitter, Jake Smolinski. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jake Smolinski.
Now the 0-1. Fly ball to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now at the plate, number 2. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Way to get on base.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Number 85.
Now at the plate, Kyle Saul. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Drillers. 5 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 12.
The game's future stars are on display. Salvatore Rivera gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Streeter is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today.
Leading off the inning, Patrick Boyer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boyer.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, number 2 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 2.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Andy Brignoni.
He's running, and he'll step off. A tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice...
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jake Smolinski. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Smolinski.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit in the air to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. Coming to the plate now, number 2, a hit in 2 tries so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 6 full. Coming to the plate now, Ray Sandoval. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is in the air to left field. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rockhounds are out in front, 2-1. Into the box now, Donald Kida. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Donald Kida.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. One away. At the plate, number 2. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. It seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Here's the first pitch to him. He pulls this one into right.
He's up right here.
And he has broken this one open as this is down for extra bases. 1 run scored. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. But this throw is well up the line, and 3 runs have scored.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
Come on,
Hit out towards second. Punto ranges to his left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding in, Kyle Saul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Castro is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat. Stepping into the box, Jake Smolinski. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Drillers posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Casey Overmeyer earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Bryant Costello.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game.